semifinals.
Hey Berlin, good morning everybody, how's it going? Everybody have a good night's sleep? You ready for some more Counter-Strike? Oh boy, semi-final day. We got one more day of games. We're about to have a major champion. Who would have known that maybe the major championship trophy goes down under? It goes to Australia. Any Renegades fans around here? Chat a lot more than I thought. All right. Well, let's check this out. You all have these cool bracelets. So how about Avangard fans? We got any of those around here? All right, let's get those bracelets up. Hold them up. Avangard, Avangard, Avangard. It's all right. It's not your best work. It's not the worst work though either. Let me tell you guys something. We got 4 teams left in the 15th ever CSGO Major. This is the place to be. Berlin is the place to be right here, right now. Let me ask you one question, Berlin. Are you ready? No, Berlin, are you ready? Come on, give me a little bit more, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen it all, but we haven't seen the games we need to see yet. Semi-final day. And nobody expected some of these teams to be here, especially you at home, Twitch chat. I know you're involved, and I know you're activated. I know you're doing all kind of crazy spams that are probably illegal in Twitch chat, which is completely okay with me. I like golf script too. Let's get on.
I've got a few bucks in the hole. The mattress is still stuffed.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation. You're looking at James' position, but first, let's see if they're trying to get some value here. They don't. How far will they go? Will they peek this? Well, looks like they know where a train is, and it's an AWP there, so they'll be safe playing in a position here with TJCS, but it's a nice little pickup for a dream at the end of the round, but I wanted to go back to James' play there, because you could see he really wanted to get some value. First, I think he misses the catch-up. That was the play that he wanted. And then I think maybe he got too caught up in the fact that he wanted to really deliver a kill. And it's just that one peak too many, James. Had to respect that flashbang and the positioning of Renegades into middle. And that's good as well for Renegades, because they need to be confident that they can beat Jane when they're going into mid. It's very important that Jane doesn't dominate that position.
Yeah, I understand. He's been causing him problems from window, from the top of the connector part. So he wants to mix it up, but watching the sniper stand there for so long, he's just getting more and more nervous. But here we are, Renegades back in the lead. A tactical timeout has come and gone, and we've got
out of control. But I feel like Vanguard have been really good. We've seen them get those 4 saves in with 3 players. You know, I think 2 rounds in which they lost 2 players straight away. They get to keep all that money. And Sanji's going to feel some presence from these Eagles, but the Eagles can't really do much without utility. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Jane will still hold the position. The bomb hasn't been seen just yet, at least not on the A bomb side. It's moving away from B at present. They've got a pick there, so if they're fast, maybe they have a chance. Maybe it's the gauntlet run now. Look at the position of the Dread. He's in CT spawn. He hasn't gone through jungle in case there was a boost, which means that support's going to be hard to come by for Jane unless the CT's try to cross the triple. Buster's in. He's got an AWP through connector. So Jane's safe from that position. He can focus on default. It should still be impossible to plant the bomb unless there's another pick. There's Buster activating the flashback to make his way over. Now Adren will take the position of Jane. And then there was Liaz, 1 versus 3. He's forced forward towards a triple position. He doesn't have the bomb by default, but maybe he has a chance to win the round. 29 seconds. He has Kevlar, he's got 40 HP. He's got position to plant the bomb now.
Whoa! This is getting very scary. It's more than damage on him, threatening to win the round. Liaz with this Deagle. Looking extremely focused. Buster, he can't afford to miss, but the clock has to come in. Liaz can't be faking this. He needs to get the bomb. Time for Buster to win. He does the damage, but James, 4 kills and a bomb point. I think they will be happy with 2 kills.
That is a great effort from Renegades. It's a great answer to the previous round where they did some good work as well. They did get some frags, so that's going to force the Vanguard to spend a lot of money. And mattress will start to get a bit smaller, start to feel uncomfortable as they spend all the cash in this round. Having got 2 rounds ahead for now, but there's still time for Renegades to turn this around. They'll be on the buy themselves. JKS with 5,900. There'll be no issues in buying. Going for a 5 AK play, and again, I do wonder if this is a response to the fact that there are 2 AWPs, and they're going to try to use their numbers, but this time with better weaponry.
James straight into mid again as we see him off to do, trying to find a gap there. Kiko, he's going very deep in. But he's not worked out. Now Jane has to deliver. He whiffs the first shot, the flashbang comes in, makes his life more difficult, looking to see if there's going to be trades in. The utility usage from Renegades pushes Vanguard all the way back. And Vanguard, they have questions. There's a big question whether they even try to go for this at this point, James. It's a 5 versus 3.
They can't, but they're being flanked by Azar. Maybe, again, Renegades are reading the situation really well. They're responding to the buys of Vanguard, but also, they know they can't retake this into AWPs. It would be absolute madness unless Renegades give them something, which is why they're not trying to push CT, but Azar's in position to really ruin the day. They cannot seriously be going for this Vanguard. It will be absolutely wild. Buster's been taken out. Surely it's time to fall back, fishing for something, and now Azar makes his way towards that mid position, having cleared out. Beast actually goes low, and Jake went high. So maybe they'll both survive.
I do like that. We saw from a Vanguard that they tried to get some damage in. We are getting towards the end of this off, and they do have a decent amount of money in the bank. And Renegades, it would hurt a lot if they lost 2 or 3 players.
They put the smoke in the apartments, and they had support, and they had no back control. They had no idea if anybody's in Palace or anything like that. Previously, he has pushed through the apartments. He's boosted up at the moment. He's on the balcony. See if he makes a forward play. He's got an MP9. He could be flashed in from Azar, who's playing on the side, but for now they're playing the crossfire. 40 seconds remain. Renegades can quickly have 3 players on the A bomb side. The grenades start to stream in. We've got instant reaction. Jacob coming through connector again. Jacob and JKS, double J, the jumps. They're so important to defend A for Renegades.
JKS has been an absolute juggernaut. The push. Vanguard just have Jame and Kika, and they don't have time. This bomb pod has to go down. Jame won't be stopped. Kika takes control, defends CT, and now it's down to Lias and Compass Faction on the way back in. They have no utility. Lias is on an MP9, swaps out for the M4. In they go. Jame spots it as he crosses over towards Ticket, and Kika is there as well. They have to find the perfect timing. Jame on the crouch. Faction takes it down. Kika is all on Jame now. All on Jame. Has to pick the perfect moment. Looking for it, and he gets it. That's the bomb. Diffuser down, and now it's just one more to go. Compass Faction. Faction takes it. And he has time. Renegades move to 50.
It is a game of millimeters. Renegades get to game point. Again, Avangard at max loss bonus. They get a bomb plant. They've got money in the bank. Again, Renegades survive with 1 player. If they lose 1 round, we're probably going to overtime. But they keep winning the rounds. When they've got 1 player left, they keep winning, they keep surviving. They've got clutch. Jacob, Norgay coming in strong. Look at this spray down. Absolutely ridiculous. Pesticides in the face. There's no survival from that.
That is insane. I can't believe it's 3 there. Oh my god, Renegades. I feel like Vanguard are playing a slightly better Counter-Strike on Mirage, but Renegades have that clutch. Oh my god, Vanguard need to dig deep here. Last chance saloon for them. At least they have the money for the big buy, and James is looking for the aggression. Gratisfaction. How far is he willing to go? Straight into his crosshair, and he falls back, and I'm sure there's a big grin. That'll be on his face a bit later, because that was a free one.
Gratisfaction does what he wants, damn it, and most of the time it works. What a time to do it. Avangard low on utility, Renegades low on utility. But high-end personnel, Buster taken out. Finally there's something from Avangard. Both teams have to come into this one confident. Kika gets a very important frag from Palace, falls away before Gratisfaction can take revenge. And the bomb's not being spotted. Currently moving through T-Sport towards the bomb site. There are still 2 players in B for Renegades, but one is slowly moving towards that jungle position. Avangard looking to burst from the Palace. Gratisfaction's close, he's playing shotgun mode. He's playing Left 4 Dead, Dan.
Oh no, he's got bomb. There's no way that he can kill 3 players here. We'll drop down into the shadow position, but time is really of the essence again for a Vanguard. The shot doesn't connect, but Kika certainly does. And now it is a very, very hard retake for Renegades. Their money is in the bin check. They've got no money. Renegades have no money.
It's in the sewers of overpass. It smells of ammonia and bin juice.
I think we might be looking at an overtime here, unless something goes horribly wrong for a Vanguard in the next round.
Again, Renegades have won 3 rounds in a row, all by defuse, and they haven't had many people standing. Their loss bonus is minimal. and they have an MP9 and an M4A4. So I think it's a really weird scenario though, because the Vanguard have got to know they've got a huge advantage, but they might overplay that. They might start to play slow. They might start to use a clock until it becomes an enemy. So there may be chances for Renegades. Because Vanguard, they've got to look, they've got to expect some kind of crazy aggression from Renegades. It's standard, it's textbook, it's what you normally do. But if that doesn't come through, and Vanguard just waited too long, if Renegades find the right place to push, they put somebody in Palace, if they go up the balcony, then there could still be disaster for Avangard. Nothing is guaranteed in this round.
It feels like Renegades have been hanging on the side of the cliff by their fingernails for so long, trying desperately to claw their way back up to some kind of a stable position, but it keeps requiring just immense clutches to bring themselves into I mean, in fact, they were ahead for a while, of course, through those clutches, but again, it just looked like the Vanguard hitting you with a nice right, but Renegades are hitting with a real clutch. And honestly, that's when we get some of the most exciting moments, and we might be going right down to the line here because of Vanguard. Again, all the money to work with, all the toys. With Renegades, we have a CZ75, a Deagle, an M4, an MP9, and an AK-47, and about 8 points or something in that region.
JKS has the AK though. That's the 91 of the AK, I'll say. JKS has a really good for multi-flank. He's got an M4. Distraction is the first one to fall. A good start for Avangard, a very good start indeed. Does that encourage a push? You'd expect Avangard to rotate elsewhere. We'll see how Renegades responds and they're moving away from the ramp. But again, this is over, there's an eagle, and now he's dead. The rifles remain with the MP9.
JKS is still alive with an AK-47 though, James. If Azza can hold this position, and he looks like he might be able to do so, takes down Buster. Maybe they'll go towards the
to będzie dogrywka.
Maybe thinking about that. They still have all the options available to them. The smoke is very annoying, you don't necessarily want to push that. You have the advantage, you have the numbers, take it easy, the smoke goes away. Azza will start to flow through onto that A1 site now, but JKS, he lurks around the corner, having an incredible response so far. Sanji has him in a position to shut him down. We've secured overtime against Renegades.
Drugiego meczu i całego nie obejrzymy.
Absolutely, I'm hungry for more rounds on Mirage. But he's pretty happy with that. But one team's going to be sad after this game is over, that's for sure. The money is reset, $10,000 per person. See if Renegades start one AWP or if they'll mix things up in their first round on the CT side. Really important for both of these teams to take a lead in this series where only one team can, and I couldn't pick between them. Dust 2 comes after this. Towards CT, they've lost Kika, the impact frag man for the squad. Renegades need to get that bomb down fast. They go for the safe plant, that bad plant, but with CT maybe it's not so bad. Look at the rotation for the CTs. We've got Sanji making his way towards ramp. We've got James. We've got double warps in connector. It's a weird retake. There's a chance for Renegades.
Really is. Would you want any other players from Renegades in this position with the AKs other than Azza and JKS? I wonder. As Azza looks to hold down the fight, and JKS has to hold down the brunt of the attack. Now JKS has to combine with him. And they're not looking bad, are they? Jay with the AK doesn't know where to go for the spray as these players are all coming from.
The boost they need. Everybody warming up now, running real hard as this game continues. 18 apiece, and it's just the first map.
We keep finding these clutches over and over again. I feel like Vanguard are playing the better Mirage, the better Counter-Strike. I think this has just been the story the whole way. Renegades just don't know when to quit.
Renegades refuse to lose, but do they have the will to win? They will continue on the T side. Will they have any AWP? We've seen in overtime. Both squads go 5 AKs in some of these rounds, but indeed it will be the AWP for Brandon's faction. There's been some nerves for both sides. So much potential. They can see the road ahead of them. They can see the trophy ahead of them. A place in the grand finals is at stake, and this is just the first map. Nobody wants to start 0-1. Regardless of who picks one, Jane goes back to well again in a good position, but this time he does not outstay his welcome. Jane was ready. He was waiting.
Yeah, absolutely is, and that grit, that raw willpower and grit determination seems to be paying off for Renegades, but Buster, maybe an AWP shot to the chest is better. We'll have to see as JKS now takes position towards A-Ramp for some lurking.
Zobacz.
However, there was no lurking to be done because Kika's on the mission and he will exterminate JKS in that position. Now we've got 3 players there for Renegades at the beginning of this half. He's found himself a position that maybe there's a play to be made, but Buster, he's wise to it. He shuts that down, and now there's only 2 left. It just gets worse and worse here.
Buster is everywhere. Let's not forget the shot he missed earlier. He's got 3 kills regardless, and he takes the bomb, he takes control, and he delivers a kill for the Ash as well. All who come. Final atomic Buster around that short position. First round, overtime 2 goes to Avangard. We're looking at the first team to 22 rounds. Battles continue for Avangard, but on the Renegade side, AWP maybe not working out so well, maybe it's a money issue. They go 5 AKs, they've got the grenades though.
Yeah, I think those fast plays have worked for them as well. And I think creating those mid-round situations, considering that Renegades have been so clutch at being strong, and you know what, the pace is going to kick off very quickly here as we see the point. They're just going to run into the one side. It's not too bad, is it? And here comes the charge, and running positions. They're looking good. Nowhere to go. Trim removing absolutely every opponent from the B1 side. Oh my god, that ended so quickly.
If you want beef with Avangard, what the meat hooks, absolute destruction in the apartments. Renegades deploying the grenade from outside the entrance to the apartment, maybe some telegraphing there. HE and a tight choke point can do a hell of a job. If one player gets stuck trying to jump out the window and one pops up, that could get even worse. Lemmings on the B bomb site. Oh my god.
James rushes next. How is that happening? James looking to get out of there, and he's going to manage to do that.
He wants to go back again. Access is not happening for the retake, and JKS is alone now. 1 versus 4. Once again, he's asked a lot. It won't happen. There's 0-3 half for Avangard. 3 game points now. 3 game points. But it's not over yet. Nothing can be assumed. Time to switch sides. Renegades go to the CT side now. Everything can change. Satisfaction has the luxury of the angles with the AWP rather than trying to force the issue. Not always easy on the T side. It might not be easy on the CT side either.
Satisfaction jumping down, and AWP there's the smoke for the connector Molotov. To maybe create a one-way for yourself, and it's not much of a one-way, but it will do, and there's nobody pushing, so you'll take a deeper position. Satisfaction looking for the plays, Jacob looking for the plays, Mercedes ready for that. And now there's more problems, oh my goodness, Leaz lucky to escape there, gets a haircut, courtesy of Jake. Sanji decides to push forward. But into Satisfaction he goes, and Renegades will keep tabs on middle, and it's looking good there. They've got mid control, and Avangard, they don't really have much of a map. Looks like they're going for the A push.
Jacob down, but JKS is still alive, and that's important because the bomb is going towards A. In connector at the moment, offering rifle support to Satisfaction. They have 0 information, but surely they would expect some grenades to come in first. James, it's not the first time we've seen him lurking in this spot. What will his timing be like? Does he take a risk? Does he have a look? You can see Buster starting to go beyond Tetris on the A bomb site. Satisfaction has the frag, but he does not have position. JKS, we've seen him do amazing things from here in the past. 40 seconds on the clock. We've got to smoke up his deep bomb. Boys are flashbang, and he's still here. And he's up. Buster now, 1 versus 4. Trying to do what he can. 30 seconds. He's got to collect the bomb. He's got to collect some frags, some scalps. He's got to do some damage.
As well, that first headshot. It's his time. For the transfer there. Expecting the trade to come in. Oh no, you almost see it happening. JKS will finish it off. 3 kills for him. Oh my god, the composure from Renegades has been remarkable because they've been playing against, with their backs against the wall, time and again here on Mars, but they don't know when to say die.
Właśnie wyłączyło.
They need to keep applying the pressure.
2 more rounds. I want more overtimes. I want more of them. Renegades fans, make some goddamn noise for this team. They are fighting tooth and nail for this match. Come on. AWPs are out once again. Saying, looking to punish any brazen plays. Across towards that connector position. And Satisfaction. A little too high on that occasion. That would have been a nice opening for them. T grenades in the mid position, smokes in the window so nobody's there. Renegades with 3 players in the B bomb site. No boost on short just yet, as it takes position. There'll be a boost on water peak, and again, that pixel gap is so important. We've seen it cost team players before, but Satisfaction goes deeper.
I love this. We're seeing everybody trying to make plays here. You see Sanji called the play into the pass, and he's looking for the play into the apartment. So it feels like he's in the mind of Renegades, although of course he can't know exactly what's around the corner. And a rifle holding an angle versus AWP. Those are two completely different beasts. You cannot walk into an angle like this. You are absolutely dead for dirt. Sanji's still waiting for that. The apartment's push. You can see that the Vanguard slowed the lap down. They're expecting the push from Renegades, but Renegades will not give it to them.
What is the Vanguard's game now? He makes his way over. He might engage first, actually. He's carrying the bomb. There is the pick from Sanchi, but there's no pull of the trigger from Satisfaction. I don't think Avangard have any idea what's going on, but now they do. What are they up to at the moment? One distraction. How to get taken out in the meantime? Satisfaction fighting for his life. His teammates are nowhere near him. He delivers a tag, but no try just yet. And down he goes. Liaz is in the market. We've got two players in the rest of Avangard in this 3v3. Sanchi with the AWP. Liaz is supposed to create some space. Can they get out of this market position? Renegades are all coming from the same spot.
Swapping out for that AK-47. JKS killed two players on Carol from the A-bomb side. That's unreal. Now, Pico waits around the smoke hole here. JKS doing more damage. He's absolutely unstoppable here. Sanji looking for the play out the window. Gets the first one. The smoke goes away just in time though. These two teams are in second. Ready to start this series.
Huge first back from both teams. JKS just shy of 40 laps, 39 to 27, and ultimately not enough. They still trail out 0-1 over Avangard. A very competitive game, but I think that first match really. But we won't have long to fight to win. Shane, a bit for the brazen bit. He knows Renegades don't have all the tools they want, so he'll take liberties with his piece. Avangard one round away from the grand finals. James spots something, it's not side, is it? He's still offside. And he still has rifle support for Kika. This is like a bunch of Kika. He has the Satisfaction left with almost nothing to fight. They have a scout and a Deagle against 4 Avangard players. There's a flank from Buster, he's gone through B Hawks. He can hold from wherever he wants.
With the flank as well. Slowly but surely, Vanguard close the track around Renegades as you'll look down to middle. And there's a tap. There's more to be had. He looks to finish Liaz. He's wounded. He can't get far as Liaz tries to do what he can from this position. But the 130 Vanguard players will eventually find him. Has the ball on his back at the very least. But there's not really much to say for Liaz in this position. He's been struggling so far. Jay will find Liaz, and now the call's made. They know exactly where he is. The bullets will start to fly in. And Liaz, how long can he survive? Looks like he gets out of trouble. He will burn. And the Vanguard will have him down. Major. Unbelievable. No one expected that to get there, but they have proved us all wrong.
A monstrous performance on +2 from Avangard. 16 rounds. Last 18 rounds, they were not having any of it. After a back and forth on the line, multiple end points, from both teams. They seem like they didn't right out of steam. What a run to get this far in the first place. Turning things around, going 0-2. But Red has a chance at a number 2. So championships.
That's pretty beautiful, isn't it? It's quite incredible. Once again, finds himself in the right one. It's not too many players who've been around for as long as they've gone. He gets three performances. It's such a good debate between them. It's not one error. It's found in separate teams, separate moments, and different errors, and how much work is going on. Versions of Counter-Strike. That's quite something.
The clutch king with 100 kills and Trent on the stage. He has more CS to play. I don't think we'll start this major as well. We put it into question, but the team Avangard overall, they say that they're a team and they've solved those issues and they've made their way to the grand final in a stonking fashion.
Incredible. Another Trace on the stage. The Dread next to him. Take it away, Trace.
Thank you so much, DDK and James. I'm standing here with the Dren and the company of Avangard. Make some noise, Berlin! They are here to stay. I want to talk to you, Dren, because you might be the first time ever, two-time CIS major champion. How does that feel?
I have no emotions, bro. I'm so happy right now. Let's do it, boys.
Let's do it, boys. Talk to me about playing alongside of these guys and just what it means to just come up through the ranks and really shock the world up to this point.
I'm shocked as well, bro. The guys are so incredible. I love them, man. I don't know. I'm so proud that we made them. Let's take it. Let's take this.
I mean, you're right here. You might as well just go ahead and grab the trophy, but not yet. You do have yet one more adversary. It's going to be that of NRG or Astralis. And I'm just going to ask you straight up, man, who do you guys want?
I don't care. I don't care. Let's take it. I want this trophy.
You want this trophy? Well, you are just a few feet from it, but it's not quite yours yet. Round of applause right now for Abigail in Berlin. Keep it going. The first grand finalist up to guaranteed. And on that note, congratulations, gentlemen. We'll send it over to the desk.
StarLadder Berlin Major 2019. This is a run unlike anything we have seen in the majors before. 14 majors came before this one, and now completed this run from the tallest task of all. Astralis getting pretty more running up. They defeated the guys' hands who they just shut 2-0 earlier in the event. Both the teams we just saw, beat the one that just won 2-0, beat the one that lost 16-9. Wait for the team that are called beat them as well. They've beaten everyone at this event. They are by far the hottest team, and they are playing the final boss. If you want to go on the other side of that was in the new challenge. This is the plan. At the moment, Astralis is on a 14-man major playoff streak. That's how long ago it's going to be. 14-man major playoff streak. 2-0 everyone. Untouched when it gets to the big stage. And you saw, quite the dominant statement. I think we were on first Astralis in that game against the team that won yesterday. Look, that game there, when they picked Berlin, I was expecting it. They were well prepared, and they looked a bit silly. And then we moved on, and they could be a both party. They won the game just by hitting the big onside time and time again. 4 players stacked aside. It doesn't matter, maybe it's running game. He gets the kills. If he can't do it, Gray follows through. They just use that as an aim map, and they look absolutely fantastic. That's the best looking Astralis we've seen since the last major. If they rock up and they do this every major, yeah, why not? Take as long off as you want. We'll miss it. The big stage players, that's what the game's all about. They really are. Team looking forward to both. Of course, these two teams have met before, so we will reiterate because Stanislaw had the audacity, had the cojones in that interview at the stage after his quarterfinal. He stated, I don't care which team I play, I've already beaten both. There is a confidence, an air of confidence in this North American organisation. Sure, when we were talking earlier about the coaches and how some of them have to become people personally, one of the reasons why you have to do that in one is some of the media readers aren't. Some of them are just a quiet guy who just calls the shots and hopes everyone does their job. Which is who starts he's seen a different Stanislaw since he got his second chance. Just like Blake, they brought him back in from the wilderness as the guy who's going to take him to the top. You see, he was just hyping the crowd up, put a trash talk. This is a different kind of a guy. It wasn't that long, it's maybe a year ago when he was writing that tweet on the truth for this time out. It was supposed to be getting his career.
I think this is exactly what a team like Energy needs, is a leader like that to come up and bring the confidence, because that confidence breeds more confidence, and these players were always quiet. And now you see someone like Tara come in and interview saying it doesn't matter who we play. He's mimicking exactly what he's saying. These players really think they're winning this major.
They believe that they're tweeting it. They don't have any secret about that. Confidence what they do so far. In the server, however, it is the Counter-Strike.
There is an entire new section for Energy. They are looking beautiful down there with the American flags, and they're holding all the hope for that region.
It is so hyped up right now, completely with that Danish section over along this side. Energy starting on the T side, but Astralis on the CT side. Very quickly now pop forward to see what's going on. As they are set up to crunch this A bomb site from Ivy as well, but it's smoke. Do you want to try and push past that, or just wait it out? It's scary if you go through. They don't have a lot of utility either. A single Molotov there, not much to work with.
I think if you're Astralis, you have to know this is a possibility. This is something that Energy is going to run frequently on the T side. Breeze loves to lurk out this Ivy at various points, so you definitely have protocol set up and ready to go for this. They're just still peeking down. Not seeing anything just yet in a wide split play. The team damage is going to move forward with these entry kills or everything. This could be such a nice thing, and they just don't put it actually absurd. but still two defenders in the inner bomb site.
Trying to see if he can catch anyone. Magus goes down. That's actually a huge kill on the other side. Cert now could go for a flank as they're trying to see if they can recover this bomb site. It's not looking good. We'll take down Sid. That's a 2-on-4. Finally, device. But in the play up on that high ground. Going to be taking down Ethan, sure, but the bomb is still planted, and apparently no kill has been picked up. They need to find a way to get these kills and get to that bomb very quickly, and now it's all for the
to Astralis' strength. So much time on the clock that they've been able to find a of these skills to figure things out now as well. AK and AWP against two SMGs that are closely out of position. I don't know if we can recover, and their heart is going to sink. Every piece of utility is used that gives up the game. Flag comes down, and a 2-on-2 for the map. Keep that.
Dobra, stop.
Does it even make a difference?
With the P250 and Circuit Breeze, who have to deliver something in this round. They're all split. Look at the mini-map. All three players from NRG in different locations. Breeze is finally going to meet up with Cirque. Ethan is lagging behind as they group up, trying to use the numbers. But there's just so much information available to us for all these maps. Zip has B, Debris, and Magus are now clearing out short sewers. Magus can clear out the stairs and keep eyes on that. So Debris can just rotate back towards the A-bomb site. There's no great option for NRG. One smoke, two flashes.
So the minimum you do need two smokes on this bomb side to block off the stairs and back. There's the jump. Glaive survives. Now they're going to try and run him down, but the counter flash is pretty good. Breeze, oh my God. He has to do everything in this game. 25 kills on him. The bomb blast as well, and Magus gets down on the flank. That looked unwinnable in that round. I agree. A single smoke, just a perfect time flashbang against Glaive, and then the raw power of Breeze.
Well, they had to do a contact play. They couldn't use such little utility. You said it right beforehand. Two smokes to cover up both those major choke points, and if you can't do that, you need to catch him off guard. Glaive trusting his teammate to catch his back, and yeah, Breeze has this stunning double kill. But that second one is all Ethan's flashbang. He's full-blown blind. I believe it was...
Ostatnie momenty.
Either way, he's just way too blind to actually cover his teammate's back. It's well played from NRG, but again, you're too little too late. This must be a run. This must be a run for the ages.
Wyłącz tą lampę.
Nie wiem, wciąż ona się zliczyła.
But throughout the tournament, they've been so stellar. It's been Cirque, it's been Stannis as an individual, as a captain of the team, but as a fragger has been out of control. One of the big reasons why I thought NRG would probably win this game was that.
Yeah, he's been quiet. We haven't had to call his name a whole lot of times in this series so far. Taking over bathrooms slowly and starting to creep towards the A-bomb side. So much of that half the map.
I think they saw him, but I wonder if he's not wanting to scope so that he doesn't block out his own vision from that far left side.
We just saw a few rounds back as well, where the second round of this half, how efficient StarLadder is, and how little they carry into some of these rounds. They have a chance again. Zip with the outfield, misses the spring out for the one. He's so committed out there. And that should be the opening for NRG.
Look at the time. Ethan able to get a shot. 16 seconds as Breeze
last one for the triple. 28 frags, 14 deaths. He might get 30 kills in a loss, and in a devastating loss.
And it feels like if anyone can be close to matches up with him right now, it's true.
I mean, this is what he's going for.
20 seconds. Yes! Everything we did that